All right, so I'm going to back up here on this video and explain this problem before we move on and share it with those that are not here. So you can see that you have 2x minus 1 is less than 5. So you are going to add 1 to both sides to get rid of the 1 on the left side. Then you're left with 2x is less than 6. Then you're going to divide both sides by 2, and that leaves you x is less than 3.
Are you recording?
Yes. All right, so let's move on to number 2. Okay, everybody look at number 2 with me. In this case, it is very much very similar, except it's 2x plus 1 is less than 7. Again, you're working these as if you are solving them like equations. Okay? So I'm going to do as if I was solving an equation, and I'm going to minus 1 from both sides. Now, you do not flip the sign here because you're just subtracting. 2x is less than 7 minus 1 is 6. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 2. X is less than 3. And that is your final answer on number 2. Okay, let's look at number 3. And this is from page 137, number 3. All right, so we have 3x plus 2 is greater than or equal to 8. Okay? Now, I'm going to do what first? Anybody? Okay? So I'm going to subtract 2, and that cancels out because 2 minus 2 or 2, negative 2 plus 2 is 0. So you've got 3x now is greater than or equal to. 8 minus 2 is 6. Divide both sides by 3. X is greater than or equal to the number 2. That's your answer for number 3. How'd you do on that, guys? All right, let's look at number 4. Number 4, again, is very similar.
If we did it in pairs, like the answer.
Yes. 3x minus 2 is greater than equal to 4. So again, I'm going to add 2, add 2. Everybody see how I do that? Then I have 3x is greater than or equal to 4 plus 2 is 6. Divided by 3, divided by 3. X is greater than equal to the number 2. Okay? Let's move on to number 6. Now, this is the case where it's going to change a little. So, excuse me, we'll go to number 5. Negative x plus 1 is less than 3. This is when we are going to be switching, flipping the inequality sign. But first I'm going to take over this plus 2 by minus 1, I'm sorry. And that's going to cancel. Then I'm going to have a negative x is less than 2. Okay? Now, it looks like it might be finished, but it's not, because anytime you have a negative in front of a variable, you actually have an invisible 1 there. Okay? So you got to divide both sides by negative 1. And when you do that, you're going to get x. You're going to flip this sign to greater than. 2 divided by 1 is negative 2. Okay? Questions? Yes. All right, so number 6 is a negative x minus y is less than 1. Again, you're going to add 1, negative x is less than 2. Again, you have an invisible 1. You're going to divide by negative 1. X, you're going to flip your sign, and that equals negative 2. And that's your answer for number 6. Questions on that? All right, so number 7 is negative 4x minus 7 is less than or equal to 1. Okay? So I'm going to add 7 to both sides. And I'm going to have a negative 4 x is less than or equal to 8. Now I'm going to divide both sides by a negative 4. Remember, you're dividing, so you're going to flip your inequality sign to a negative 2. And that's your answer for number 7. Okay, number 8 is the same scenario here. Negative 4x plus 1 less than or equal to 9. So we're going to subtract 1 from both sides. That leaves you with a negative 4x less than or equal to 9 minus 1 is 8. Divide both sides by negative 4. Cancel. X is less or greater than or equal to now a negative 2. And that's your answer to number 8. I'm going to write another problem up here, and this time we're going to, I want you to work it along with me. So we're going to have 2x minus 6 greater than or equal to negative 4. Okay, so I want you to work this out on your own, and then let's see how well we do. All right, over here, Noah, what did you get for the answer here?
X greater or equal minus negative 5,
Okay. What did you get?
I got x is greater than or equal to 1.
Okay, that is correct. I'm going to work it, Noah, and I want you to see what went wrong here, okay? Probably just an adding or something here. So look, the first thing you're going to do here, Noah, is you're going to add 6 to both sides. Did you add 6?
Yeah.
I bet I know what you did. 2x is greater than or equal to. You have a negative 4 and a positive 6. So you would subtract when you have a net. Okay? So when you subtract here, you're going to get a positive 2. No. This is learning. Then you're going to divide by 2. So x is going to be, x is greater than or equal to 1. That is your answer. Okay? How'd you do, everybody else? On some of these as well, because you'll have some graphing on quiz as well, okay? All right, so let's graph. So we are going to solve this one first. And then we are going to graph it, okay? So what are we going to do here first? What do you think we need to do? Yes? Exactly, good job. We're going to use the distributive property, meaning we're going to multiply 5 times 2 and 5 times 2x. 5 times 2 is 10. Bring down your subtraction sign. 5 times 2x is what, guys? 10x. Less than 60. Okay, so now, what am I going to do? Okay, now you're going to subtract 10 from both sides, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's a positive in front of this 10, so you're going to subtract 10. When you do that, you're going to get a negative 10x is less than 50.
Then you divide them both by 10.
By 10 or negative 10?
Negative.
Negative 10. So when we do that, we are going to flip the sign, which is going to give us x is not going to be less than now. It's going to be greater than negative 5. All right. Now remember, if you look at your sheet here, it reminds you that when you're graphing and you have just a less than or greater than, then your circle is open, right? Okay. So I'm going to find negative 5, and I'm going to do my circle. And then I'm going to draw my arrow because it's saying that x is larger than negative 5, so you're going in the larger direction, or you can remember to go in the direction of the inequality sign. Plus 4 is less than 6, okay? So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 4. And I'm going to get x is less than 6 minus 4 is 2. Now, I have a less than sign. So my circle's going to be, less than only. So my circle's going to be open. Go to the number 2, make an open circle. It's saying that x is smaller than 2, so I'm going in this direction with my arrow.
I see.
Okay? All right, let's do another one. All right, in this case, we're going to have a negative x minus 3 is less than or equal to number 1. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides, which gives me negative x is less than or equal to 4. Going to divide both sides by negative 1. I'm going to do what to my sign, guys?
Flip it.
Flip it, and your answer is a negative 4. So I'm going to find negative 4. I'm going to fill my circle in this time, because it says that it is x is greater than or equal to, meaning that x could be negative 4. And then I'm going this direction. Okay? All right, so this is a simple one. If you have a 1/3 x less than 5, you're going to do what? Bring it over through what? Division. So go ahead and just change this, or take this over. You got x and do 5 over 1 divided by 1/3. Remember, when you're dividing fractions, you KFC. So you can rewrite it as x is less than 5 over 1. You're going to keep, flip, and change. So x is less than 15. In this case, I don't have a 15 out here, so we're just going to say it's right here. Okay? Now, so x is less than, it's an open circle, and so it's smaller, so your arrow is going that way. Okay? I mean, if you think about it, that's the exact same problem that is on your quiz tomorrow that is fraction. Okay? Exact same problem. Just saying. 2. Okay? Now, I'm also going to notice that I just have a less than sign. It is not greater than or equal to. Okay? In fact, if you want to have this sheet out tomorrow, I'll let you use this sheet on your quiz. Okay? So, I'm going to go find negative 2, which is right here. I'm going to make an open circle. And then I'm going to draw a line showing that x is less than, but also remember that the inequality sign's going this way, so your sign's going that way, your arrow, okay? Now, let's look at the one at the top, B. So we have x is greater than or equal to the number 2. So I'm going to find the number 2. And since I have a greater than or equal to, Noah, I'm going to fill in my dot, my point here. And it's going this way, so I draw an arrow that way. Okay? How you guys feel about this?